Good morning, everybody. I have some big news to share with you, and I wanted to do it in a style where I wasn't just sitting here and talking to you again. I know that's like a fucking broken record. You guys could take a shot the amount of times that I say that, but I have big news to share with you, and it's something that's been brewing for a while, and I didn't know if I wanted to share it right away, and I haven't. It's been about a month and a half of me sitting with this decision, but I debated doing it because the haters are gonna love this one. So get ready with me while I tell you that I'm dropping out of college. So first things first. I really debated making this video because I didn't want people to know yet. Because even though there's zero shame in the position that I'm in, and a lot of people go through it, I didn't want to feel like a failure. Even though I kind of do, because everyone's just fine. I haven't known anyone else who has stopped going to college. So even though I know I'm not alone in the world with that, it just feels kind of lonely. But yeah, so there's that. I'll get into it, I promise. If I could get... I have a problem with over plucking my eyebrows, and because of that, I get these pimples around my eyebrows because I just pluck them like crazy. And also ignore that spot by my lip. That was a huge zit, and I popped it, and now I can't stop picking at it. I know it's gross, but I am who I am. So first things first, just to give you guys a little backstory. I went to my freshman and sophomore year at the University of South Carolina, and I transferred this school year to Clemson University. That is because of, multiple reasons. One of the reasons being that I was switching my major, and Clemson had just opened a new program with the major that I was switching to. So it was a perfect opportunity for me to get into a new program where there's a lot of internship opportunities and all that kind of stuff. The second reason was, majority of my high school went to University of South Carolina and kept high school with them. Just a lot of leftover animosity and rumors and secret keeping, and I had a great 2 years there. And I love the campus. I love Columbia. People overhate on Columbia. It's really not that bad. And I miss the friends that I made in Columbia, but there were some people in my circle that had secret animosity towards me, and I just couldn't be around that anymore. And it's fine. Listen, it's fine. Things happen. I don't have any ill will towards any of them. I genuinely enjoy seeing them thrive through social media anyway. And I will always have love for them in my heart because they made such a big impact on my life in more positive ways. But I wanted to separate myself from high school, and in Columbia, that growth just was not happening. There was too much going on that just kind of kept me in a bad mental space. So for those two reasons, I left the University of South Carolina and came up here to Clemson. So once I got to Clemson, I was in a much better space, pretty quickly. Okay, train, can you not? I'm doing something. So I was already in a better headspace than I was in Columbia. I roomed with 3 random people, and we kind of just clicked off the bat. There wasn't a transition period of awkwardness of getting to know each other. It was pretty quick and easy. And for that, I'm super grateful because that made my decision to leave a lot easier because I didn't feel like I had to like live up to anything. They were just ready to embrace me, and I really appreciated that. My roommates were super cool. They are super cool. I'm literally gonna miss them this summer when they're gone. They're leaving in like 2 weeks, and I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do because they've been here for so long. And a really big factor in my transition period of colleges, not anything else. They were super helpful in my transition to adapting to this place. And so it'll be weird to have them not here with me this summer, but I've made a lot of friends at work, so hopefully it won't be too bad. To cover up the red spots on my face, I'm using the camo color corrector from e.l.f. Don't expect anything fun from my makeup collection. I'm a drugstore girly till I die. I think the nicest thing I have, well, okay, I lied. The nicest thing I own is the Fenty Beauty contour stick, and I actually also own Rare Beauty highlight. So I was kind of hypocritical with that. But also all the friends that I've made here this year have really, really, really impacted my life, because in high school, I went to high school in a very small town. And I'm not saying I didn't deserve some of the things that were said about me, because I most definitely did. I was a raging bitch in high school. I had a lot of anger issues, a lot of unresolved tensions with people that I just never fully got over. For concealer, I'm going in with Maybelline, and it's in shade Pale as Fuck. 10. No. Ooh. I'm glad I just caught myself. We're actually first going in with Skin Tint from CoverGirl with SPF in it. And it is in 410. So it's still very pale. But yeah, I was a jerk in high school, and I can fully admit that now, which a lot of people really still can't, which it's amazing to me. But some of it was very warranted, and I will defend my 17-year-old self until the day I die. No one can make me feel bad for the way I acted when I was 17. I had a very big thing happen to me when I was 17. And so if you're expecting me to feel bad about it still, I don't. So I don't care. Being in Columbia, I still had people that thought of me the way that the people in high school thought of me. And it just wasn't fair, because it didn't allow me to grow. People were still harboring onto old perceptions of me that I just wasn't that person anymore. Purr, baby. Now we'll be going in with that concealer. But people were not allowing me to grow and move on from things. And so, yeah, the friends here have just fully, they didn't know me prior to meeting me here. So they are very open to embracing who I am now. And I can tell, I will fully be honest. I'll tell them how I was in high school, my faults. I don't hide anything, but they still like me anyway, because they've allowed me to grow and be this person that I just wasn't getting the space to be at the University of South Carolina. Like, I genuinely have had the most fun of my life here with people here. I've been invited to birthday parties. I've been invited on nights out. I've been texted because they didn't want to not have me there. Like, specifically texted, hey, you need to come because we really want you there. And that was something that was super cool to me, because at the University of South Carolina, I really struggled making friends, and it's because everybody knew everybody. And my reputation followed me from high school, which again, some of it was earned, but also some of it was just fucking stupid. So getting to make friends and meet people who were really embracing me for who I was as a grown adult and not a teenager was super cool. My job here also is amazing. All my coworkers, I've made friends out of a lot of my coworkers, so I'm super grateful to them as well. I know I've said that. But now we're getting to the nitty gritty, because if you're listening to all this, you're like, so what the hell are you dropping out for? Because it seems like everything's fucking working out for you. The one thing that isn't working out for me is school. All right, we're coming in now with that Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. It is in shade Amber Suede 09. Got to be. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. On a regular daily basis, I'm literally wearing mascara and eyebrow stuff, which is crazy because I just went to fix both. So this is like my full get ready with me routine. Like I'm going downtown makeup routine. But I thought it'd be pretty boring if I was like, get ready with me while I tell you how I'm changing my entire life. And then did two things. So I'm just dolled up on a Wednesday morning. The one thing that isn't going for me is school. And I don't mean grades, I don't mean attendance, because all of that is fine. What I mean by that is that I genuinely want to die every single second that I'm in a classroom. I know that sounds unbelievably dramatic because, who doesn't feel like dying every time they're in a class? Well, here's the difference that I've realized. At this point, I'm a junior. A lot of my friends are juniors, if not seniors. At this point, everyone's pretty sure that they're in the major that they're supposed to be, because even though they don't like going to class, they still enjoy the material, right? Like, even organic chemistry. Nobody wants to take fucking organic chemistry, but they somewhat enjoy it in the back of their mind because it's helping them get to the goal of where they want to be. That is not what I was experiencing. Again, I know nobody wants to go to class. I know that. Nobody wants to go to class. Everyone just wants their degree and to get the fuck out of here, right? I get that. And I'm not. But talking with my roommates, talking with my best friends specifically, they all would complain about their classes, yes, but they still genuinely enjoyed what they were doing. And my one roommate, she's a packaging major, and she's like, I don't want to take organic chem, but like, I just need to pass so I can do what I want to do and get this internship that I want and do this and that, which is super awesome. And two of my roommates are literally graduating early because they are like so gung-ho on getting their life started, which is great. My best friend just got her ring at the ring ceremony, and I'm so proud of her. I just never see myself feeling that way about anything having to do with education at this point. My mental health has always been, Blush is Cheek Kiss in Luminoso by Milani. Liquid blush. I use the fuck out of this though, look at that. And I couldn't even endure it for the sake of getting a degree. Like, my mental health was so low. I just wasn't feeling good. And the best that I feel is literally like when I'm on summer vacation, which again, is everyone, I get it. But again, there's the difference of like, you know your mental health is bad, but you have the drive to endure it because you're going and achieving something you want. I didn't have that. I still, after switching my major, did not feel satisfied, did not feel the drive. And I've always loved criminal justice. I've always been interested in it. I still thought the material was interesting, but I couldn't see myself in it long term because I don't want to be a lawyer at all. But I definitely don't want to be just your average field cop because they have a level of bravery that I just will never have, simply. After months and months and months and months and months of consideration, and after months of praying about it and looking for signs, spring break happened and London happened. London was a huge eye-opener for me. Not only in the sense that like I was achieving the dream that I'd always wanted to do, but seeing how much world is out there and the freedom that I felt while in another country, knowing I could afford to do this, knowing that I achieved my dream, and that I'm only 21 and I went to my dream vacation. There's not a lot of 21-year-olds who can say that, and not a lot of people who can say that in general. There's people that will never get to go to their dream vacation, and I'm so unbelievably grateful that my parents taught me work ethic. Well, that just impacted them. Ignore that entire last part. I'm so grateful that my parents taught me how to have a work ethic and push me to pursue the things that I want to do. And so that's why I was able to go to London, because they taught me a work ethic. They've shown me why it's important to have a job, why it's important to be monetarily sound. And because of that, it kind of led me to this decision. My parents are very supportive of whatever I do. Do they fully agree with this decision? Not really. But they did tell me that no matter what I choose, they will always have my back, because I'm a grown adult. I still fall under their insurance, so please, Mom and Dad, don't take me off. I need those 4 years that I have left. They will support me through anything, and they have so far, and I'm very, very grateful for them. I'm staying in Clemson at least for the next year because I, 1, have a lease signed, 2, it's my best friend's senior year and I want to be there for her, and 3, my roommates, I love them dearly and I want to still build those friendships with them, friendships that could last a lifetime, because that's what it feels like. 4, my job is great. What number am I on? Number something. My job is great. I love my managers. I love my coworkers. I love the clientele. I've got regulars. Everything right now is working for me. And so I need to stay on that path while I figure out what is next. And I know that's the next question all of you are wondering is, what is next? Well, let me tell you. I don't know. Quick break to finally do my mascara so I stop feeling like a naked boy. So I do 2 things besides curling. I do the Voluminous Original by L'Oreal Paris, and it's black brown because I used to have an all brown one and it looked better, but they didn't have it. Last time I went for my mascara restock and I didn't feel like going to a different store. So black brown it is. This is my main coat. And then this one is the Voluminous Noir Black, same L'Oreal Paris. But I use this one for the brush only. Like, I don't use it for the mascara because the bristles are super tiny and thin. See that? So I use that to separate the mascara when it gets clumpy. So let's get to work. My best friend takes her mascara so unbelievably serious. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. She is absolutely insane about it. But she is the most insane person I've ever seen in my life doing mascara. She is very OCD about that. She's OCD about it a lot, but her mascara specifically. There was one time we were going out and our other best friend, we were at her house getting ready, and she did her full face of makeup and hair. I did my full face of makeup before my best friend was done with her mascara. That's how insane she is. But they look good every time, so I can't say much. Okay, let me go clean that up before I continue. The next thing I do is Maybelline Express Brow because I always feel like my brows are too blonde. I mean, this is in the blonde shade, but it darkens them a little bit and shapes them so that I don't have to worry about them. And people say I don't look that different versus having it on, having it not on, but like I see a difference, so I'm gonna stick with it. So again, naturally, the next question is, so what are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you what ideally I wanna do. I wanna move abroad. I wanna move abroad, specifically London, duh. I wanna move abroad, specifically London. I would love to get a job at like a publishing house. And like read books for a living and review them, that would be my dream job. Because I love to read, I love to write. I mean, and also my dream job would to be my own author. So there's that as well. Which is not unattainable. And I'm hoping that I can finish the book that I started a few months ago, now that I don't have school to like cloud my schedule. And it's summer, so I will be working a lot, but hopefully I will also get time to write. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know what's next. What's next is working to stay financially stable, because I've been able to support myself completely this past year through rent, through groceries, through gas, through extracurriculars. I've been able to support myself completely. So I want to stick at that. The only thing is I will have to start paying back student loans eventually. So I have to now work that cost into everything. But that is the goal right now. And maybe until I'm financially sound, just travel some more. Which I know doesn't sound very financially like responsible of me. But I really fell in love with traveling, and the person that I went with, my travel buddy, she's literally already texted me and been like, so where are we going next? And to be honest, I would love to be able to do that. And that is something that I can now look into and work into my financial schedule if I really wanted to, because now I have freedom. Oh, by the way, the highlighter that I just used was the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter in Enlighten. So, it's amazing. I've had this since senior year of high school and it's still not even like barely done. All right, y'all, that is the look. So yeah, the next question naturally is, what are you going to do? So that's what I'm going to do. This is a decision that I did not come to lightly. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hit a phase in probably my junior year of high school where I was like, I don't even want to go to college. And let me tell you something, if you are not sure that you want to go, don't go until you're very sure. You know, a lot of people are like, aren't you worried about finding a job? No, not right now. I'm 21, I work in a restaurant. That's pretty standard for right now. When it comes to a career, that is definitely something that I will have to face. But I know people that have fully graduated with a degree that are like 2 years post-grad, still don't have a job in their field. So that's why they're working with me at the restaurant. So I am very nervous about the future. There's a lot of uncertainty that's coming in the next few months. Because the last 3 years of my life have been, well, it's summer and then school and then summer and then school. And actually for majority of my life, because elementary school. I mean, I started daycare when I was 4 years old. I needed to get human out like today, because this lack of humidity is making my dandruff go through the roof. My eczema is insane right now. But on top of the uncertainty, there's a lot of excitement. I'm doing something that's really for me. There's no one else that will benefit from this decision like I will. My mom got me a ring my freshman year my sophomore year, when I was really going through it like mentally, like I was just not having a good time. It's a little spiral ring. It says keep going on the outside, but on the inside band, if you hold it correctly, it says keep fucking going. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to keep going. I've worn this ring almost every day since I've gotten it as a reminder to just keep going. Even though my path is now going to be differing from a lot of people my age, I'm also not alone. There's a lot of people who have changed their majors, who are gonna drop out, who have dropped out, who didn't go to college in the first place. And I might feel alone right now in that decision, because everyone around me is still going to school and is still about to like graduate and all that kind of nonsense. Not nonsense, all that kind of good stuff. But I don't want to be viewed as a loser or someone who gave up, because that's simply not what happened. My path is just different, and that's okay. And it's okay to also take the traditional path of going to school and graduating. That's good too. Like, all of it's good. The important thing is I had to do what I had to do for me, and I couldn't worry about what others would think or say or feel about what I'm doing. Because frankly, at the end of the day, the people who are going to have something to say about this the most aren't in my life anymore. They don't know me. And I don't really care. I don't. I already have mentally felt a lot better, a lot more relieved since making this decision. And I've got like maybe a week left, and I already feel better. So yes, I'm not going to school anymore. There's a lot of other things that went into it mentally that I just don't want to get into, because even though my goal is to be as honest as possible on this channel, some of the stuff I just don't feel comfortable sharing, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm very grateful to my family for sure, my parents, for supporting this decision, even though they don't fully agree with it. Because they've both told me that we just want you to be happy. We want you to feel good. And this is the decision that's going to put me there. So if you are feeling doubtful about continuing your college career, or even going to college in general, take it from me. You have to do what is best for you. Because at the end of the day, the only person you have is yourself. Your family, they're gonna be there, but one day they won't. And friends come and go. And you are the only person that knows you and has you at the end of the day. So you just have to listen to your brain. Because let me tell you, having mental breakdowns every single night because of school over and over and over is not what it's supposed to be at all. Your worth is not determined by your grades. Your worth is not determined by a piece of a paper that said you did it. Your worth is not determined by any of that. Your worth is determined by how you feel about yourself and how good of a person you are. And you can only do that by focusing on you. I'm scared to post this video. I am. I will fully admit that I'm nervous about it. I don't really care. I don't. But I need to get it out there. I do. It's something that I've been holding on to for a while that only the closest people to me know about. So it'll feel good to get this out there. So thank you guys for coming along again on a journey with me, this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the style of like get ready with me while I did it, because I was trying to switch it up, but hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, you can reach me on any of my socials if you have any questions or like want to just reach out and talk about anything. You can always reach me on my Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'll put those all in the description as normal. What is this channel going to turn into now that I'm not going to be pursuing school? Hopefully just more fun, more travel vlogs. I don't think that I could do that as a career. Unless, you know, people follow and like are gonna pay me to do it. Then I'll 100% do it. But, just some more fun, and we're gonna now go on this new roller coaster together. We're getting off one ride and we're hopping on to another. And at least that roller coaster had an end destination. This one doesn't. So we're gonna be going through this together. I'm obviously sticking very true to the bio of this entire channel, where I'm just a 21 girl trying to figure the F out. And I took one step to figuring it out. So it'll be very interesting to see where this journey takes us. But I'm very excited, and I'm going to just embrace it all. Because, you know, if 6 months down the line I decide that never mind, school is for me and I want to go back, I can go back. There's nothing wrong with that. But for now, I'm taking a leave of absence. I'm dropping out. As always, Love everybody. Thank you all for the continued support on this channel and being patient with the uploads. You can reach me on any of my socials. I'll have them in the description. Follow Bridge the Gap podcast. We've got a new episode coming out on Thursday, April 23rd. And other than that, treat people with kindness, love yourself, listen to yourself, and good luck on finals if you're in high school and if you're in college. Good luck. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.